Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy BIGANT back with another episode of the Can I Kick a Podcast. Um, Today's episode is gonna be super fucking random. America has a lot of shit going on right now, man. It just made me think about where I am in life, ironically. And before we get any deeper into that, coffee's made. It is absolutely stunning. Whoever in the 17, 15, 16, 1800s, I'm not a walking encyclopedia, so I don't know. Whoever decided to crush and heat coffee beans needs to go down in history as the best human ever in history. Before we get started, I'm good. I could be better. Family's great. Ziana was just here. We had another amazing weekend. It's always amazing when I have my little human with me. And she's she's currently battling lice, and I was not really prepared for that as a man. As an adult, Jen usually was. Jen started the treatment. She's had it for like a couple weeks now, and it goes and comes back, So we're steadily trying to stop the shit, and she understands that there's bugs in her hair. So that my head itches, that buggies, and I learned how to treat lice and comb and separate our hair and do all the adult things that I never got to do. I knew I had lice when I was little too. It's just one of those things where as kids growing up, you're just gonna always 90% of the time have to deal with that. His coffee is amazing. But yeah, we dealt with that over the weekend. And she came by and we hung out and we I got her grandma got her some new slime, and we decorated the slime, which is cool. So grandma got this slime where you open it up and obviously you I don't know what they call it. I'm gonna call it prime. Like we had to prime it or like knead it like dough to like get it ready, like quote unquote ready. And it came with like sparkles and like little balls and little dots and sprinkles and circles and stuff that you can actually decorate the slime. So if you can imagine, my 4-year-old is just sitting here and she's like, well, I want to play with slime, and we're playing with slime, and she's like, I want to decorate it. What do you mean? And she showed me that there was stuff inside the package that you used to decorate the slime, and every slime had a different scent. And Ziana would put the slime all the way in her nose and just, it smells so good, Dada. It smells so good. I like it. I like it too. I really do. So big shout outs to Grandma. She was occupied all weekend. There was 4 different packages and like a million things to do with it. And then she just had a ball. Other than that, my daughter is great. She's healthy. I couldn't ask for more. She's the shit. She's the shit. So shout out to you, Ziana. Thank you for an amazing weekend. And mommy had a great weekend too. Mommy probably slept for 48, 72 hours. As soon as she was dropped off and she went back, it was a battle to try to get to talk to mom, because she was in break mode and she just really needed a break and some sleep. So I'm not even mad at her, but I'm pretty sure she had an amazing weekend too. And yeah, so today I you know me, you know me, I don't really dive too much into politics and to talk about certain current events. But the current situations here in America and dealing with this whole ICE organization thing, it really got me thinking because uh, it's really hard to like digest and talk about it because it could have been me. You know, it really could have been me or anybody that I know, for that matter. Um, we all know ICE and where they stand, uh, and the thought of me waking up, because let's get one thing straight, they're not doing it the correct way. As much people as many people are trying to defend the whole ICE organization and their purpose and why they're here and what they're doing. I get like the purpose of it, but they're not doing it correct. Half the people that they murdered uh weren't even the correct people they were looking for, and or didn't deserve to get shot and killed. um and there's just like certain ways that you can do things, obviously, and there's the right way and the wrong way, and they just been 97.6% wrong. And I don't know, it's just like they the last two really kind of, not that none of them matter to me, obviously. I mean, you can go back and, with I I I I don't remember her name. I'm not too really big on these things, but um, from the girl in the car to the last two really kind of mess with me because they're fathers. And you have you got the Lorenzo situation, uh, 52 year old man, with three kids. Um, Man, it just really bothers it really bothers the shit out of me. And then you have Joan Sebastian Duran Guerrero, 26-year-old, I might add, younger than me, and them being father figures is kind of what stuck out to me. It's like, they got murdered, they got executed in front of their family and in front of their children, especially Joan. Uh, and Joan's kid was 3 years old. It's Ziana's age, so it kind of hit me in a little, in a little spot where it was just like, yeah, bro, that could have been me. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is like these are citizens. Like, these are actual, like, authorized. I hate to use the word authorized, but authorized human beings, like, to work in the U.S. And they're just not. They're not targets of a warrant or of the warrant for whoever the fuck they were looking for. And I mean, even it should have been like, and then like Trump and ICE and like how they handle things, like it should have been like after the first one, because the first one actually had a vehicle involved as well. You wait till the third, fourth, fifth killing. I don't even know how many there is anymore. But then you wait till then to actually, like, and it's not even fully, like, they temporarily ordered them to, like, chill out with, like, vehicle traffic stops. Like, you guys obviously have a bad mix, like oil and water with cars and trucks. So we're just, if they're in the car, just don't even, like, try to, like, stop them. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like, a lot of these things just, like, really hit me. You know what I mean? Like, the dude was, he was with his kid, like his actual kid, like 3 years old. That's and 26 at that. You know what I mean? Like, and then to get shot, execution, like in the head in front of your whole family and your kid, and then you get drug out of your car and it's on video, and they just drag this man out of the car, dead weight and all, just face first on the concrete, and then have the audacity to put him in handcuffs like he's gonna He's gonna just rise from the dead and fucking run away in front of everybody. So, and the little girl has to hold that for the rest of her life. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, she's young. She's not gonna remember." Motherfucker, listen to me. There's things that I do with Ziana I only do one time, and she remembers, like, to the T. You know what I mean? To the T. I use an example, right? Here's my corny example. The first time I showed her how to open Pokemon packs on the phone in the game, she watched me, right? And then I assisted, showing her this is how you click it. This is where you go. You have to follow the line to open the pack. This is how you swipe. This is how you send a thank you. This is how you navigate the menus. I showed that girl one time. One time I showed her how to navigate the entire game. The very next time she was with me, she grabbed the phone. She opened up the app. She navigated to the Pokemon packs, and she proceeded to open, collect, navigate, send, and all of that. I say that to say this. If you think that kids aren't going to remember things just simply based off their age, that you need to reevaluate the way you think. My daughter knows her ABCs, English and Spanish, front to back. She can count to 40 in English and in Spanish. She just turned 4. So their memories their memory is really strong. When they say they're like a sponge, they're not lying about children. And the poor girl has to hold that, for the rest of her life. Not only did she lose her dad, but she probably lost him in the worst way possible. And if you think she's not going to remember that, or when she gets older she's not going to see that, because these things are going to be cemented in history, because ain't no telling how long ICE is going to be here, and ain't no telling how long they're going to be putting up with this, and sending non-trained and non-professional people out there, and the whole shebang. This is why I don't talk about this stuff, because it's just a rabbit hole, and it's deep, and people have different views and different, but I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna shit on everybody's parade, but like I get the purpose of ICE. They're the way they're doing it and the way they're handling it is just way, way, way out in left field. But simply put, I could have woke up one day and I could have been going to work, and I could have got stopped, and I could have got shot, and I could have died. And I have to live with that every day. Everybody else in America has to live with that every day, because you see it on the news, and I call it square. Racial profiling has been a thing since fucking, since the age of time. And like we're getting new fears installed into our brains and into our lifestyles, to where we can't even go out and enjoy ourselves. We can't even go to work. You know what I mean? I think dude was just dropping his kid off to the babysitter or somebody or somewhere, and maybe on his way to work or on his way to the store or whatever the case may be, and you get stopped, and I got a fear for my life, and you end up with a bullet in your head in front of your kid. And that to me is just wild. It's just super fucking wild. You know what I mean? Because I've gotten profiled a million times growing up. Unfortunately, there's been times where certain police officers think I'm somebody else, and they pull my car over, they search my car, wrong description, wrong this, wrong that. I've gotten called names, racial slurs. It's not just certain individuals. Like, we're all in the minority sometimes, and my friends and my brothers and my cousins, all I've been affected by racial profiling and stuff. And I'm calling it square. All because you're Latino doesn't mean that you're an immigrant. Doesn't mean that you're illegal. There are certain people that come here that aren't, and they're trying to do better, and they're doing things the right way. And as you could tell, Lorenzo and Joan, both were legally binded to be here and work here. They had social security numbers and families and everything, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? We're all human at the end of the day. So the purpose, I get. The immigrants, the illegals, the aliens that are not doing their part, coming to United States of America. I get it, but the execution of what they're trying to accomplish has been poor since day one. And now that all this stuff is going on, I sit there and I watch the news and see these people that are just torn apart. Their families will never be the same. Like I can't fathom what my daughter would have to go through if I was to die so soon. You know what I mean? Like, that girl loves me probably more than anyone in this world, which she should, and for me to leave that behind simply based on unfamiliar training and racial profiling and wrong identification, wrong description. I fear for my life. I have to shoot first, ask questions later. It's unsettling because, like I said, it installs new fears in a lot of people. Especially, I know a lot of fathers woke up today and yesterday and feel a little bit different, moving in the world. Going to work, going to the store, driving, hanging out with friends and family, being around your family, or just being normal. Just fucking being normal. Because it could have been me, it could have been you, it could have been, my brother, my cousin, my friends. But it just hit a little different because I or nobody in the world knows what that girl is feeling right now. She probably woke up today and was looking for him. And that's tough, man. That's really fucking tough. I try not to get too emotional. Like I can't imagine my kid waking up and just knowing that I'm just gone forever. You know what I mean? And it's not even at it's not even in my own hands. It wasn't any choice of mine. I didn't ask to get shot. I didn't ask to get profiled. I didn't ask to get stopped. I didn't ask to get harassed. And nobody wants to die in front of their family. That's trauma that stays forever. You can't get rid of that. It's gonna take years, decades, to even try to suppress just those thoughts. And I just can't imagine. And I don't know how she feels. And I feel for her like a lot. Like a lot. But I mean, I pray. I pray that she grows up. And I pray that she's strong. And I just hope she gets the life that her dad was trying to build and was offering her. Because man, I can't imagine. I can't imagine the emotion. I can't. And it just comes back to it could have been me. That really could have been me. And Gianna would have no dad. And you would have to wake up and understand that when they tell you he's gone. He's really gone, you know. But I really hope and pray things do get better, because I mean it's hard enough as it is already, and the world just seems to be very cruel at the moment, like very very cruel. And I know a lot of you, and me included, are just tired. They're just really tired of living in that kind of environment. So a part of me a part of me knows that eventually, things will subside, and maybe some things will get a little bit better, and maybe it might take a little longer. But man, it's tough. It's really tough. And then outside of Joan, Lorenzo had three kids, so you know triple the effect of what the baby girl was going through. And it's just really tough, man. I just don't, I don't know. Like a part of me is just like, man, like, hey, listen, like it's just life, and sometimes you have to go through the shit. You gotta go through the shit to get to the rainbows. But man, there's been so much shit. When's the rainbows coming? Unless the rainbows are made out of shit. But my condolences, and I pray that both families and all of the families, even the ones that I didn't touch on and talk about, all find peace and they find strength to keep going and to carry everybody that's affected with them every day, and tell everybody about their journey and their legacy of who they were, and what they became, and what they offered to the world, and that their kids never forget them. Because like I said, it's unfathomable what these kids could be thinking, and it hurts. It hurts a lot, you know. And as a father, I just I sit there and I just think about it, like, man, like, imagine life without your kids. Imagine your kids' life without you. Like, that shit is just a crazy statement to make. And unfortunately it came true for these families. Even the families that lost the moms, you know, the first one that happened, lady got killed in the car. They all had families, and I just can't fathom. I can't think about life without my kid, and I can't think about life for my kid without me. Like, that's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. But other than that, you know, I hope we can find peace. I hope we can make a movement. I hope we can make a change, do it the right way, the correct way. Of course, they want us to rebel. They want us to tear things down. They want us to burn buildings. They want us to talk shit. They want us to do all of this stuff. But there's always a right way to do things. And I just hope that we all come together as a community and as a nation, and understand that there's certain ways to do things, and we all need to just do them correctly, rather than act out on harshness of the burden of the pain and the destruction that it's causing, and that it's making us be destructive ourselves. I'm all with protesting. I'm all with practicing our amendments, and letting people know exactly how we feel. Of course, there's going to be individuals that take it to the extreme, and there's sometimes no coming back from that, and you can't out talk certain individuals and what their beliefs are. It's perfectly fine. not gonna tell you that you can't go protest. I'm not gonna tell you that if you feel like, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say go do it, but if you feel like burning down the fucking building, then burn the fucking building. Because at this point, I mean, they're doing what they want to do. So it's like, you know, everybody else, us, is like, well, we're gonna do what we want to do, and then it becomes a bigger conflict. But you have every right to be upset. You have every right to talk about it. You have every right to let people know your opinion. You have every right to use your voice because that's what it's there for. You know, we might as well use it before they take that away too. And yeah, so I hope everybody woke up this morning with a different kind of mind state. And look at the people that are in your life. You know, life is short. Life is really, really fucking short. If you sit there and you think about it, life is really fucking short. So whoever is in your life that you love, continue to love them and cherish them. If there's certain friends and family and people that you hold close, hold them a little bit closer, you know. And I'm sitting here calling the kettle black, and I need to start doing the same, you know. And I'm definitely trying. But if you ever, you know, certain people pop up in your mind, call them, ask them how they're doing, tell them you love them, reach out to them, even if it's for 5 minutes. You know, it means a lot because you never know. I know Joan and Lorenzo and everybody else, you know, even the person that got hit by the car, they didn't even use a weapon. They ran somebody over as a weapon. You know, if you just let them know, hey man, I'm thinking about you. I love you. Just want to make sure you're good. You know, because it 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 definitely could have been any of us. You know, but I digress. I just really wanted to talk about that because, you know, me, I'm very antisocial, except for with you guys. But I just really wanted to get that off my chest because it's been bothering me for like the last 2 days. And you know, I know a lot of my friends are fathers, and I know a lot of you people that listen to the to the Dad Pod episodes are fathers as well, and I know you know where I'm coming from. And yeah, so peace and love to everybody. Let's do this the right way. My condolences to everybody that's involved. If you're affected, try to find a way to make it with a positive outcome, whatever you're trying to establish and whatever you're trying to accomplish with your words and your mind and your wisdom and your actions. Please do it responsibly. And yeah, I love you guys. Ziana loves you guys. And if you're new here, we appreciate you. If you've been rocking with us, we appreciate you even more. I love you guys. I will see you guys this weekend. This is probably going to be coming out on Wednesday. I'll probably drop one on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know what day, but we'll see. If I'm not busy, I'm probably just going to be sleeping. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.